Welcome Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and today on Ramblings, guys, I am back after a long weekend in Arkansas. You can see the sun setting behind me. Went to work today, didn't get home to the Ridge till just now. Got in late to Jin's last night, got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and went to work. But guys, I brought something back from Arkansas I didn't want. Oh my goodness. We'll get to that in a second, and I'll give you the scoop on what I was given and what I don't want. So, yeah, Friday was amazing. Drove over, had a Christmas celebration with Jennifer's daughter, Lauren. Already talked to you about that. That was great. Saturday, went up to Mountain Magazine, and guys, the mountain was covered in clouds. Completely covered in clouds. Wasn't fog, was clouds. So we drove back down the mountain, filmed a Ramblings for you. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. Went back up there. And guys, the Framily came out Saturday night. The fog started to clear up that evening. We had beautiful blue skies, or starry skies. Got to see Come On Mountain and 41.36 down below, the lights. Well, not at Come On Mountain because they're off grid. Guys, Come On Mountain is off grid. They ain't got no power when they ain't there. They got to run that generator. The DD5 was out of town. You know, Mike was helping Junk to Jim's travel. I guess Lissa was still there with the kids, but you know, David, he was up at the mountain with us. Everyone else got to come up to the mountain and had an amazing celebration there at the lodge. Had great food, great fellowship. Wonderful time. Gave each of them some Timothy honey and some Ridge jerky, and I think they all loved it. Matter of fact, everyone said all the kids were fighting the parents for it because they were all eating it up. Matter of fact, when I went over to the 41.36 the next day, it was all gone. Abe brought me the bag, and there were like crumbs left in it, just crumbs. So I think the jerky was a hit. Grandma Carol, Uncle Sonny, they all loved it. They loved it. So yeah. So Saturday was an amazing, you know, again, I've told you about the Framily Christmas celebration at the lodge, how beautiful the lodge. Well, the next day, Sunday, Jen and I get up, and that sunrise, oh my goodness. I can't wait to show you the video of the sunrise, right? And then got some drone footage, and then headed over to the 41.36. And this is where the story takes a turn. We first went over to see Country Road Cure. Anthony and Roxanne, and got to see the last time I was at Anthony and Roxanne's, they had the tongue and groove up in the ceiling, and you know, they weren't living. They weren't living in the shed yet. Well, they moved in early. Again, it's been a long time, but a lot has been done out there. Of course, the rabbits are doing great, and guys, I've got some exclusive video of the rabbitry on Country Road Cure. You know, Roger, they're trying to get Roger to mate with you know, Jessica and was it Snowball? And wasn't working very well, right? So I showed him a little trick, and Roger hadn't done the job completely, no fall offs. Well, they tried again with Snowball, right? And nothing. I mean, he tried over and over and over and over. Then they tried with Jessica. Brought Jessica over, and Roger got the business done. I got that video. I got that on my channel, RidgeLife. We have video for that on RidgeLife, and got to see all the cool things they got going on with their chickens, the beautiful roosters, and again, the inside of their house was all decorated for Christmas. You know, got the new gutters up on the back of the porch, and of course, Roxanne was in the kitchen cooking away. Oh, fingerprint cookies. Is that what they're called, Roxanne? Thumbprint cookies. I said, those weren't Wyatt's thumbprints, were they? Because, you know, he'd have to wash his hands. And that boy, he's outside playing, you know, come on. They were not Wyatt's thumbprints, by the way. But she had cookies going. Oh my goodness. I did not get one of her cookies because she was still cooking. But really enjoyed our time. Of course, Jen had never been to the 41.36 before, so this was her first time seeing the 41.36. I think she was impressed with the Anthony and Roxanne's Shed to House and Thunderdome, Cluckerdome, and all the beautiful things they got going on there. Well, after hanging with them for a while, we went down and saw Mel and Gary and the kids. And again, Jen had never seen, you know, their side of the compound. And we went inside, showed them the basement and all the, you know, how they got it all set up for Christmas, the beautiful tree and everything. And Mel had been cooking as well. She had homemade snickerdoodles and these Reese's Pieces chewy bars, right? And of course, I had to try them, okay? And I snacked down on them snickerdoodles, had a couple of them, and I had a big old chunk of that Reese's chewy bar. And you know, we knew Roxanne can cook. Well, Mel, you're a pretty good cook as well. I'll tell you that right now, pretty good cook. I've had her cook. She's cooked for me several times. I mean, it's not always Roxanne that does the cooking over there, guys. Mel does a very good job of cooking. Of course, all Gary grills and Anthony, you know, grills and does the Blackstone. Oh my goodness, the whole family over there, the Framily over there, they're amazing cooks. Of course, David's an amazing cook. I'm pretty good on the grill. I can cook a mean Chinese dish and stuff. I'm not near as good a cook as the rest of the family. I got ways to go on that one, you know. It's that whole hashtag no work life thing. You know, I'm still working on that. But luckily, Jin's a good cook. Jin's definitely a good cook. So we got to see upstairs in the cabin. Got to show Jin the trusses that I helped put up and how we lifted them all up there and went over the arrangement of all the cabin rooms and everything. And kids got to show off, you know, where their rooms are going to be and all that good stuff. And then we got to go out to the new Playhouse. Guys, the video does not do the Playhouse justice. This thing is big as my Ridge crib, okay? It's going to be 2-story. I don't know, has Gary told you that? I mean, it's 1 story. But the bottom's got some magic going on, okay? I probably spilled the beans. Shouldn't have. They showed me something else that they haven't shown you. They showed me another secret on the Playhouse. I'll show you that on RidgeLife. I got all kinds of firsts. Matter of fact, I got video of the kids going up into the Playhouse upstairs for the first time. I got that on my channel. They didn't get that. Woo! Matter of fact, the Saturday night at the lodge, I'm the only one that filmed that. I got the whole Framily minus DD5 and Country Road Cure. I got the whole Framily on video, and that'll be coming out on RidgeLife. That'll be the first video I got coming out. Okay, and so I got the video of the kids going up onto their clubhouse for the first time. Got to see some sneak peek stuff on it, and then we went down and looked at the rabbits and they got their rabbits to mate while I was there too, and goodness gracious, they were getting it on. Okay, the SLR rabbits, they're frisky. They thump, 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 thump. Oh, they were lots of fall offs. Okay, lots of action going on back there. Got to see the Pecker Palace. We showed Jen the Pecker Palace with all the chickens and everything, and it was those chickens are amazing how quick they grow. And Mel and Gary have done an amazing job with all the builds there on their portion of the 41. The whole Mel and Gary, Anthony and Roxanne, just both those families coming together, helping each other, and you know, Country Road Cure got fiber internet, so all their videos will be uploaded quicker, and they'll get them to you quicker, and they also can do better live streams. Well, Simple Life Reclaim now has fiber internet as well, so their videos will be uploaded quicker, get them to you quicker, and of course the live streams will be off the chart. You've already seen one of them with their new fiber, and it was amazing, so clear. They got a new webcam too. But so we got to see the Clucker, or the Pecker Palace. We got to see the rabbits. We got to see the Playhouse. We got to see the cabin upstairs. Well, then I went up. We got Anthony. Again, Roxanne was cooking, so we got Anthony, and we all went down to the pond. Well, first we stopped off at Camp Life, and I showed Jen where I parked the camper and where Mel and Gary and Anthony and Roxanne's camper used to be. Excuse me, that's probably that's Jen right there. Hey, Jen. Put that on mute just for a second, Jen. I apologize. So I showed Jen where I camped with the Ridge crib, and then where Anthony and Roxanne and Mel and Gary's campers were when they lived at Camp Life. So when we go to visit there, they've already got, you know, RV power for me and everything. It's great. Got water. Well, no, I mean, they have a well right close. So we have a hose we run over to it, so it works out great. Then we went down to the pond, and guys, you know, it's like right now, there's no leaves on the trees, so it's very, very clear. And, oops. somehow playing YouTube. It's live chat. It's not David. He's not live yet. David's going live here in just a little bit, so make sure you're watching him. So we went down to the pond, and the leaves are off the trees, so you could see really, really far. Of course, me and Gary talked about deer hunting the entire way down, looking for rubs and scrapes, talking about where he's seen his deer. And guys, he went out hunting again today, and he had a buck encounter. Hopefully, you've already seen that on their Real Talk with Simple After Claim. He had a buck encounter, and I'm pretty sure that he was watching RidgeLife. He was probably watching RidgeLife Ramblings when that buck encounter occurred. That's probably why all that happened. Got to go to the pond and see all they've cleared. Got to see the little picnic area Anthony and Roxanne built, and it is amazing in person, guys. And the pond area, because I was at the pond when they first moved in. It was just a little 10-foot hole, and I was one of the first people to catch a fish there. And me and Morgan were skipping rocks, and because I visited the 41.36 shortly after they moved up there. You know, there was hardly anything going on. And so the pond clearing now is amazing. They got more work to do up there. And then we came back and we said our goodbyes. And Jen and I were supposed to make it back to East Arkansas for a Christmas party that night with her friends. And between leaving the lodge late and the beautiful drone footage and eating, oh guys, I'll get back to that in a second. Eating and visiting the Simple After Claim, and then we went over to the Come On Mountain. And Mike was back. David was up there. Mike was filling the tote up to get water for Dreamer's Landing, Drifter's Lane, and Dreamer's Landing. Okay, I had that backwards in my video. It's Drifter's Lane leads up to Dreamer's Landing. I get that backwards, or do I have it backwards now? I don't know. But I do know it's Drifting Dreamers 5 now. I got that right. But David gave me and Jen a tour all around. Got to show the tiny house to Jen, show where we used to poop in a bucket. Seriously, we pooped in a bucket. It's much, much nicer than that now with a shower. And I showed Jen the shower that I took a YouTube naked shower in. I filmed a Ramblings, naked in the shower. Or was it a RidgeLife? I don't remember. It's on my playlist. Go look it up. I was naked. Seriously naked. And he got to see she got to see the new washroom area, the new closet that David did, and we got to see all the new cabinets and everything he was working on. He just did in the videos coming out this week, so we got to sneak peeks of that too. Then we headed down. We got to see the rabbits, the food plot, the goats. Oh my gosh, the goats! Jen was over looking at the goats, and Eclipse is in protecting the goats, and David and I were talking, and Jen reached down to pet Eclipse, and she put her elbow on the electric fence. And because she got shocked, Eclipse got shocked on the nose. Eclipse would go nowhere near Jen after that. Oh my goodness. But we got to see the goats. Coco was out, Chanel and Icy, and the buck was all in there, Chief, right? And so then we headed down to Drifting Dreamer's Landing. Got to see the Shouse. The Shouse is amazing. It was getting dark, about like it is right now. And Mike turned a light on for us, and we got an exclusive interview with them in the Shouse, and gave them the RidgeLife treats, the honey and the jerky. And of course the kids love the jerky, and they're fighting over it just like the SLR kids were. So really had a good time and got to say Merry Christmas. Got just loving. So when we were coming back, I had to go jump backwards real quick. When we were coming back from the lodge, David said, hey, if you're going to eat in that little store in Havana, Mary's Kitchen at Jerry's Mini Mart or whatever it is, Texaco or whatever. It's Mary's Kitchen, and there was a young lady in there, and there was Mary. And and they would cook to order food. They had a little bit of food, a little window there. So Jen had a BLT and onion rings, and I had a barbecue bologna sandwich and French fries. I had barbecue bologna sandwiches not on the menu. I told them what I wanted. I said I want a thick cut piece of bologna, because they didn't have a charcoal grill, so they put it on the skillet on the grill, and on the griddle. Fry both sides, put barbecue sauce on it, put on a butter toasted bun with barbecue sauce and coleslaw, mayonnaise sweet coleslaw, and the young lady cooked that up for us. One of the best barbecue sandwiches I've ever had. So Mary, you need to give that young lady a big raise, and we made sure we gave her a good tip because she took care of us. So thank you, David, for that insight on theirs. That's where we ate before we went to the 41.36. But so on the way home, Ginger and I had that long trip all the way back to East Arkansas. I start to get a little something going on, and I was itching my back. And I just couldn't get comfortable, and it was just starting to get worse and worse. Well, when we finally made it back to Jen's house, I took my shirt off, and I was covered in hives. Covered in hives. I mean, just like the thumbnail. Covered. I mean, more than that, actually. Jen's like, ooh, ooh, you know. I told her it was itching earlier, but that when we got home and took the shirt off, it was covered in hives. Well, I'm trying to think back. I didn't eat, anything at DD5's. I didn't eat anything at David's, Come On Mountain. I didn't eat anything over at Anthony and Roxanne's. I mean, Roxanne was cooking. But I did eat homemade snickerdoodles and Reese's Chewy bars. Mel, did you poison me? Did you make me sick? Was it your cooking, Mel, that got me sick with all these hives? I don't think so. Guys, I just had a root canal the week before, which I was so glad I got that emergency procedure done before I went to the Framily Christmas. Got that done, and I'm allergic to penicillin, so they gave me clindamycin or something like that, and my dentist gave me some before I got to the surgery, and the endodontist gave me 300 milligrams of clindamycin. I don't know if I've ever had that high before, because I'm allergic to penicillin. Clindamycin is what they give you when you're not allergic to penicillin, or when you are allergic to penicillin. And I'm more believing it's the high dose of antibiotics that's making me break out in hives. I was a little itchy earlier in the weekend, but man, snickerdoodles, maybe I'm allergic to snickerdoodles, Maybe they cooked. You guys have been saying it for a long time. That well water on the 41.36, it's going to stunt the kids' growth. It's going to make their teeth fall out. It's going to make all their hair fall out. It's going to make them sick because, they got that well water. Ain't nothing wrong with that well water, guys. That's just minerals out of the dirt. I don't know if she cooked her snickerdoodles with water from their well or the Reese's Chewy bars, but I care less. I grew up on well water. Almost everywhere I've lived has been on well water. We got well water here on the Ridge cabin. I had well water on the Ridge farmhouse. I grew up on well water. I prefer well water. We were at drinking water from the hotels and stuff, and it was like, chlorine, fluoride, man, give me well water any day. So I don't know that Mel poisoned me, made me allergic and break out in hives. Probably not, because those snickerdoodles were good, and even if they were, I would eat them all day long. Love them things. So, not you, Mel. Could be, not you. Maybe that's where I got my hives. I don't know. Well, guys, I love every single one of you. You can tell I'm amped up. I just got home. I just got done talking to my son Morgan. I think he's coming down this week. Woohoo! Gonna have Morgan come visit. So I don't have off right now, but maybe I'll take an extra day off to spend some time with Morgan. So I love all of you guys. Can't wait to get these videos out to you. The Framily Christmas celebration at the lodge, the 41.36 visit with Anthony and Roxanne, Country Road Cure, Simple Life Claim, Gary and Mel, and of course DD5 and Come On Homestead and Come On Mountain. I got lots of content. Should be coming to you very soon. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, coming up very soon. Love every one of you. Until next time. Hope everyone has a blessed day. Make sure you subscribe to RidgeLife for those videos, RidgeLife's Ramblings, RidgeLife's Reviews and How-Tos. Hit that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out. And I love every one of you. So guys, keep rambling and go RidgeLife.